this pralaya, which is happening now, as some good news, some great news. There's no bad news. Listen. Good news is your mental setup, the mind you built, is with the mixture of some delusional beliefs, false hopes, false security, blind spots, and some true, powerful, real cognitions. Understand? Your mind is mixture of both. I should say, for a common man, the powerful cognitions is very less percentage. Delusions, hopes, blind spots are all large number of percentage. I'll give you some example for blind spots. People in anger, in rage, sometimes think, come on, let's do it, and face what comes after that. But when after effects, the side effect, the result of what they have done, when it comes, they can't face. Sometimes people make decisions arrogantly. You can see even in Indian movies. Constantly this Indian cinema is teaching violence as heroism. Oh God. So much violence is not required to run your life. But it is so unfortunate, Indian cinema makes you believe only if you are violent, you can survive, which is not true. Raising the negativity, friction among the human beings and encashing the cheap emotions, triggering the cheap emotions and making money. Most cheapest business. I've always seen in this Indian cinemas, the hero will tell, come on, kill that fellow, come what may, we will face it later. Actually, after that, when he is arrested and put in jail, he will not be able to face it. This is exactly they are teaching the Indian youth. Indian youth also behaves the same way. Come on, let's do it and face what comes after that. But after that, when it comes, they will not be able to face. The blind spot based thinking. Listen. All this blind spot based thinking, blind spot based mental system will collapse now in this pralaya. Actually, non-violence is the real heroism. We should teach our next generation how to take the non-violence and blissful coexistence to your core level. All this violence-centric heroism and violence-centric hero worship stories, everything should be moved away from the next generation. Violence should not be taught as heroism. Making yourself rich, happy, blissful through happy coexistence, that should be the lifestyle, and that is only going to be the future. Youth is not going to believe anymore this violence instigating ideologies. All the blind spot based thinking, delusion based thinking, false idea of security, all this will melt down. All this will melt down. The earlier you remove all this from your life, great for you. Human beings will understand the need for consciousness-based lifestyle through this pralaya, and earlier the human beings understand, quicker they will sail through this pralaya, which is happening now. The great deluge.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
For this pralaya, Swamiji has guided us that we must infuse intense consciousness, peace inside you and into the world. That is the only way, that's the only thing that we can do, especially now. The only thing all of us can do is bring more and more unclutching and more shanti, peace through unclutching. Unclutching is a space of complete restful awareness where you are not clutching onto any thought, emotion. The most of us are prisoners of our past. We repeat the behaviors we are familiar with. This results in the feeling that life is repetitive and boring, that we never experience anything new. When we unclutch, every movement becomes fresh, exciting, and filled with possibility. When you are not transferring the stress created by the previous thought to one other thought, the next thought, carrying that load constantly. Usually, we transfer that load and stress you create by one thought to the other thought and other thought to the other thought. So, continuously transferring this emotions to the next thought, the inner space becomes insensitive, loaded with so much of emotions. It naturally sinks into depression, restlessness, and boredom, and all negative emotions. Unclutching is not connecting one thought to the other and carrying the same stress and emotions. When you unclutch, you stop carrying the stress and negative emotions from one thought to the other thought. And when you don't carry that stress, suffering, negativity, pressure, and restlessness from one thought to the other, naturally you experience peace inside. Many of us may still have questions about unclutching. So they may not yet think this is the ultimate technique for them to experiment in their lives. So those people who may think that they may need thoughts or they need mind to function in their lives, let's now see as Swamiji what he's saying about that.
Here, he is giving us technique to achieve the first level of samadhi. We need to know first, why do we need samadhi first of all? It's not our food and bedroom and clothes are enough for life. Why do we need samadhi at all? What is the necessary to know about this samadhi? Please understand. I can say this is the ultimate luxury a man can have. Ultimate luxury a human being can have is opening our connection to the cosmic consciousness. Sometimes these great ideas, words, they happen in our life once in a while like a breeze, and after a few days you forget about them. You are caught in your regular routine, in your regular life. Again, after some time, when you get a chance to see somebody like this, some ideas, again they touch you. Again, you forget about them in your life, you carry on in your life. Again, sometime, once in a while you come in contact. That is the reason we don't understand how important the necessity of the samadhi experience. Please understand. A born blind man can never understand what he is missing. Same way, a person who has not experienced samadhi even once can never understand what he is missing. It's a whole another dimension of life. Whole another dimension of life. The other day, one of my disciples was driving me from Phoenix to Los Angeles. Suddenly I turned towards him and I said, I wish you have a body like mine. And he started laughing. What did you mean, Swamiji? Nothing. I put little snacks in the mouth. They were eating little snacks and they gave me little. The moment I put the little snacks in the mouth, immediately body was in samadhi. Means it was an ecstasy. Nothing more is needed to please you. Just these few qualities. Understand about these few qualities, then you will understand the power of samadhi, utility value of samadhi. See, today I want you to understand the utility value of samadhi. Only then the meaning of what I am talking will be understood. Only then you will understand why you should sit and listen for hours together about samadhi. It has direct utility value in your life. Just little snacks, nothing else. Just that. Body was already in samadhi, means overflowing, ecstasy, joy. Just feels nothing is needed. See, when that feeling nothing more is needed is there, you feel like blessing the whole universe. Life is too good. Just understand, having that feeling, life is too good, is just, that is there. Whenever you have the feeling, life is too good, you are living. I can say, having that feeling, life is too good, 24/7, 365, sorry, 366, is what I call Ananda, or living in samadhi. Just continuously feeling, life is good, life is good, life is good. If that idea, that feeling, life is good is not there, whatever you have, what is worth? It's nothing. It's not worthy of anything. It is not worthy of anything. And if that feeling life is good is there, you just know life is good. Life is good. Living in samadhi, it has great utility value. Apart from that, you see, when you have that feeling, life is good, suddenly you see there is no hangover on people. Understand? I am not asking you to go and play with it or break the conditioning overnight. You will not be able to do. But you can prepare step by step, step by step. You can reclaim your natural state. You can reclaim your yogic body, yogic hardware. It is possible. When I say all the below 30 people take 1 year off, I mean you will have yogic hardware. Now you need that. And Vedic software. And I say after 60, take off 1 year. You may not be able to do yogic hardware. It is too late. But at least Vedic software, that can be done. That can be done. That is possible. That is what I mean. Understanding the utility value of samadhi. Once you understand the utility value of samadhi, then you will start working for it. Here Patanjali is giving you, defining the first level samadhi, sampranyada samadhi. The first level samadhi is describing vitarka, vichara, ananda, ashmita, rupanugamat, sampranyataha. Reasoning, contemplation, blissful flowering, and the state of pure awareness are the characteristics of sampranyada samadhi. Reasoning, contemplation, blissful flowering, and state of pure awareness. About reasoning and contemplation, yesterday we internalized, we understood. Yesterday I expressed few truths about reasoning and contemplation. Today, let's work on Ananda and Ashmita. Blissful flowering and state of pure awareness. Ananda, my favorite subject. I can say that is our brand. Whatever subject I may touch, I look through that Ananda angle only. The angle of bliss. I may be speaking on intelligence, I may be speaking on yoga, I may be speaking on tantra, I may be speaking on silence, I may be speaking on peace. Whatever I speak, I connect it to the bliss, Ananda. That is our branding. I can say that's the essence of life. Here, Patanjali describes Ananda as one of the important qualities which you experience and express in Samprajnata Samadhi, the first level Samadhi. Samprajnata Samadhi means the Samadhi which you experience through these four states. It's the first level. There is second level, Asamprajnata Samadhi. Then he describes different kind, Savigalpa, Nirvigalpa, different kinds of Samadhis, different kinds of spiritual experiences.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda conducts Inner Awakening, a 21-day enlightenment intensive course.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
The global Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna was the 104th day to give the world superconscious breakthrough and heal the world from COVID-19. People from over 50 countries continuously radiated the space of Paramashiva by practicing and unclutching meditation 24/7 starting from 13th May Indian time to 363 people sessions from 3 languages around the world from 50 countries. 21,780 minutes for peace. Every language started with chanting the Mahavakya for 1 hour and then Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita for 1 hour and then hours of straight unclutching. At any time, there is active unclutching around the world. To join this movement, log on to kailasa.tv/minutes for peace. Autobiography of the Avatar. As we learned just a few days back, it was Swamiji's maternal grandfather who had prayed that Arunachala should come down as his grandson, and Swamiji's parental grandmother who had prayed Meenakshi Parashakti should come down as their grandchild. And behold, an incarnation who is Parashakti of blessed them both and came down into their family, not just through their prayers, but also through who they are as people, their values and community. Everything played an integral role in the making of Avatar. Swamiji's biological family in Tiruvannamalai was well respected for their hard work and sheer dedication to the people. They were a large family living together. One of the fundamental characteristics of traditional Hindu families is joint family system. Indian joint families are considered to be strong, stable, close, resilient and enduring with focus on family integrity, family loyalty and family unity. Unlike the Western society which puts impetus on individualism, the Hindu society promotes independence and cooperation with the family forming the focal point of this societal structure. Such traditional families from the oldest social institution that has survived through ages and functions as a dominant influence in the life of its individual members. Structurally, the Indian joint family includes 3 to 4 living generations, including grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, nieces, and nephews, all living together in the same household, utilizing a common kitchen and often spending from a common purse contributed by all. Families do not exist in isolation, and family dynamics are often best interpreted in the context of their social and cultural background. Culture has been shown to determine the family structure by shaping the family type, size, and form, and the family function by delineating boundaries, rules for interaction, communication pattern, acceptable practices, discipline, and hierarchy in the family. The roles of family members are determined largely by cultural factors. And finally, culture also explains families, ways of defining problems and solving them. Culture, however, is not an external passive influence on the families, but families themselves serve as the primary agent for transferring these cultural values to their members. Parents help children to learn, internalize,
In the
and
Hindu
develop
tradition,
understanding the culture. Family members modify behaviors in themselves and others by principles of social learning. In this process, the general norms and belief may be modified to suit the need of the family, creating a set of family values, a subset of social norms unique to the family. Family members feel an intense emotional interdependence, empathy, closeness, and loyalty to each other. The strong network of kinship ties in Indian extended families and observed that even when relatives cannot actually live in close proximity, they typically maintain strong bonds and attempt to provide each other with economic help and emotional support. Families form a valuable support system which could be helpful in management of various stressful situations and heal many mental illnesses. Let's now understand from Swamiji himself how he guided and how he guides and promotes the joint family system.
in the Hindu tradition, family is the nucleus. You demolish any thousands of number of temples, you burn any thousands of number of scriptures, as long as the family system is alive, we will stand back. We will come back. Because Sanatana Hindu Dharma values are transferred through the family tradition, the Gotra. I wanted to tell this to all you guys. As much as possible, please live as large joint families. Either become a sannyasi, be in the Gurukul, which is large joint family of Gurukul, or live as much as possible. It depends on your heart. How many people your heart can accommodate without judging? How many people your heart can take up without judging? I tell you. Wherever you live as a large joint family, large joint families, Dharma is alive. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is alive. Because it is the large joint families where these values can again and again be practiced, where each one of you will be guided, supported to live this Vedic Sanatana Hindu Dharma values. I have experimented these large size joint family communities. Maybe in few places I failed, but I am not a failure. I know for sure. I'll again make it happen. I am very clear. I'll make it happen. I just needed to work on more people and bring more completion. Each one of our ashram, our temple, each of our sangha, I wanted it to be a large joint family. I'll make this into reality in India first. In Indian villages, I'll make this into reality. West has gone too much away from the family concept. Gurukul means Guru's home, Guru's family. Becoming part of the Guru's family, please understand, even if you want to become a sannyasi, you have to become part of the Guru's family, who may be a grihastha. Many great sadhus, monks, monastic members, sannyasis studied under grihasthas. My own guru, when I became part of my Gurukul, my guru's family, he had 14 kids. Please understand, 14 kids. The last one was my age. And I need to put this on record. At that time, my guru was above 80. At least, because now only we are discovering his age. Very safely I can come to the conclusion he was above 80. When I joined his Gurukul, I was 3.5 years, or 3.5 years. Even when I requested him, I want to become a sannyasi, he said, you will become a successful sannyasi, but be part of my family first. The training I had, the exposure I had to live with his family taught me so much to run the sangha now. None of his kids will listen to him, but he had the patience to put up with everyone. None of his kids will listen to him, but he had a patience to put up with everyone. That never giving up has come to me from my Guru. I may train, scream, shout, but I will never give up. That is from him. The gift. Not compromising or getting diluted, neither breaking. He will never compromise or get diluted in his ideas and standards he sets, and same way will not give up. I tell you, even if you are going to become a great sadhu, sannyasi, you need to be in the Gurukul.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
That he has seen his grandfather come back from his rice shop about at night 1 a.m. In those days, there was no electricity either. So using that fire torch, they will unload the rice bags and it will become very late for him to come back home. But he will still wash himself, do the achamana and apply the vibhuti and keep the key to his shop at the feet of Paramashiva. Even if it was an exhausting day, he will never miss the integrity. Again, in the morning, he will be up attending his puja and then going to the shop for his work. Cold, cough, family reasons, nothing will make him miss his puja. When he was 90, even on the day he died, he did his puja. Went to hospital and died. In his whole life, he got hospitalized only twice. Such a hardworking man. The young avatar went to the temple every day on the vehicle of his own grandfather, shoulders. It was from this muscular seat that Bhagavan listened to the Hindu Purana for the first time. Raju Mudaliar would narrate stories of Prahlad, Markandeya, Nachiketa, and Dhruv, child heroes from the history of Hinduism. Mudaliar adored his grandson and knew that he was not anyone normal. He did not take him to the temple to teach him the culture and stories from his heritage. He took him to the temple because he knew that was where God belonged. From the seat of his grandfather's shoulders, Bhagavan remembers these trips fondly. It was with the same devotion that he did his puja every day that he took the young avatar to the temple every single day, ritualistically. Jnana Shekaran, the youngest of the three maternal uncles of Bhagavan, who is only 5 years older to him, recalls him involving in the puja of Raju Mudaliyar as a child. He would mingle a lot with my father. In his own words, his Swamiji is narrating. He would be familiar with all the temple. He liked that a lot. From a young age, his entertainment was inclined only towards the temple and its activities. He would sit with my father during his puja and learn all the songs and help as well. After my father poured water on the deities, he would drape the cloth around them. He would help in applying sandal paste on the deities and so on. The Anbugam, the son-in-law of the family, Bhagavan's mother's younger sister's husband, who took responsibility for him many times alongside his father till he went to the Polytechnic Institute. Also mentions the grandfather relationship. His more detailed sharings will be found across this volume in the coming volumes. From a very young age, he would have a lot of devotion to God. Whenever his grandfather, Raju Mudaliyar, went to the temple, he would go along with him. Senthil, Bhagwan's older brother and eyewitness and playmate during the day spent in Tirunelveli, is accelerated to share about the times in grandfather's house. Needless to say, Senthil's memoirs are spread across this volume, with many instances recounted in all their delightful details. We used to hardly be in our house, and Swami and me to the temple every time he went. Inside the goddess Umalai, the Amman shrine, he would point out the depictions of Hindu saints on the pillars and the walls, paintings, and narrate their life stories to us. I recall hearing stories of Kappa Nayanar and Bhakta Prahlada. I remember that one of the paintings portraying Kappa Nayanar was donated to the temple by my grandfather, and it would carry his name on it. Our grandfather would come home late for the shop. He would always read books before going to sleep. We learned everything only in our grandfather's house, whether it was reading or chanting or singing devotional songs. The Shiva Purana was an integral part of our life, like how the morning prayer was to school, Shiva Purana was to our life. Initially, our grandfather sat us down and taught a few lines for us to repeat. Then we picked up from him singing aloud during the puja, and later we would sing and he would do puja. We also learned devotional songs on Lord Gacha, like Palum Der Tenum, and on Lord Muruga, like Yerumalai Eri Vilayadrum. I recall learning Skanda Kavacham and Suprabhatam, Venkateshwara Suprabhatam during the appropriate seasons. In the Tamil month of Margali, we listened to the songs like Tiruppavai and Tiruvempaivai. Now, it's now time to prepare ourselves to be in Upanishad with His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us now make a conscious decision to be in the space of deep listening with the simple integrity with Swamiji, that we are here, open and available to receive and the revelations of Paramashiva. Let's chant the Mahavakya initiated by Swamiji. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. I welcome all the living, practicing Hindus. I welcome all the Sarvanya Pita Kartas, Yajamans, manifestors, Sarvaparityagis, Shri Mahans, Mahans, Kotari, Tanidar, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Paramashivoganas, Paramashivoham Season 8 participant. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Direct message from Paramashiva, from Kailasa. Listen. What is happening as on now in planet Earth is pralaya. Not physical deluge as it used to happen earlier. It is not flood of water like tsunami or huge waves from ocean and ocean entering into the land. It's not flood of water, that kind of deluge. It is flood of consciousness. Understand? Due to this huge consciousness entering, because of the time for superconscious breakthrough, this conscious flood, all the delusion-based systems are just going to melt down. Understand? I'm repeating every statement. Because now it is time for superconscious breakthrough. Huge conscious flood is happening on the planet Earth, humanity. Due to this conscious flood, all the delusion-based systems are melting down. Understand? Human beings can't handle life without delusions, lies, false promises, hopes, false insecurities, false identities. But now, because the delusion is melting down, many of your false hopes are melting down. Many of your false security feeling is melting down. Many of your false hopes are melting down. Many of the social contracts between you and the society, you and the nation, you and literally world, you and the world is all melting down. Understand? when all your lies are forcibly removed from you, all your falsehoods are forcibly removed from you, all your hopes and false hopes are forcibly removed from you, when all your dreams are forcibly removed from you, when you are really made to see everything around you is melting down, you feel like literally you are melting down. That is what I am saying as pandemic fatigue. Pandemic fatigue is not just physical level. People are seeing in front of their eyes everything just melting down. Usually the world changes maybe 50 years. You always feel 50 years before world was like that. Now world is like, people who are around 60, 70, they only think kind of, wow, world was like that, now world is. But this time, whatever kind of a changes happen, good, bad, right, wrong, in 50 years, is happening in 50 days. Multiple things which you really thought are almost like eternal is just melting down. In my vision, I saw very clearly what is coming. Please understand. I wanted to put it on record once more in public satsang. I know this great pralaya is going to happen in 2020. From 2012, I started preparing people consciously to have a superconscious breakthrough, to see through this pralaya and help the humanity have a superconscious breakthrough. Unfortunately, humanity did not let me live. Neither human beings allowed me to live peacefully, nor they allowed me even to live. So I was forced to withdraw from humanity. But I tell you, I am absolutely committed to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Whoever is ready to listen to me, I am here to protect, save. Anyone who recognizes my identity, who recognizes me, I am here to save, protect you from this great pralaya and give you superconscious breakthrough. I am here to give superconscious breakthrough and protect anyone who recognizes my identity. I am going to start talking about it. I even announced this full 1 year I wanted to go for a Padayatra. Unfortunately, not only I was not allowed to do Padayatra, I was not even allowed to live in the humanity. I'm forced to withdraw, but I will continue to do my work. Paramashiva instructed me to build this conscious ship to protect getting destroyed in this pralaya. I am here with a clear message to protect, save, give superconscious breakthrough to anyone who is interested in recognizing me and listening to my words. Listen, I will repeat now. To all my disciples, please add more and more Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. Enrich yourself with more and more Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. From morning till night, actually if you start unclutching, you will learn the art of joyfully, willfully thinking. Even when you think, thinking will not overpower you. You will be unclutched and thinking will happen as per your will and order. Add more and more unclutching inside your life and enrich as many people as possible and teach them unclutching. I tell you, every individual you teach unclutching now, you are going to save that person from pandemic fatigue, epidemic fatigue. You are going to save him from the mental breakdown, which is going to be inevitable otherwise. Understand? There are only spiritual solutions which is going to save people from this pandemic fatigue. Please understand. I'm not talking about pandemic itself now. Pandemic itself is not going to kill many people. Corona, COVID-19 itself is not going to kill too many people. I'm telling you. But pandemic fatigue is going to destroy many people's life. It will be much worse than death. Destruction is much worse than death. Half of the humanity's livelihood is going to be affected, and I think it's already started getting affected. Whole humanity's lifestyle is going to be affected by this pandemic fatigue. The after effects of corona, COVID-19, is going to be too much. Listen. That is why I am saying what is happening now is pralaya. The number of people it is going to kill, the COVID-19, the number of people it is going to kill may be less number. But the kind of people it is going to take away from us is going to be too much. And the kind of impact it is going to leave on humanity is going to be too much. I tell you, every individual who practices this unclutching will be saved from mental breakdown. So I request all my disciples, you practice and sincerely try to reach out every individual who will listen to you. Try. Don't even have the prejudice, he may not listen. Try. Try as much as you can. Teach the science of unclutching. I am projecting the link for the discourses, methods of unclutching. Help every individual to unclutch. This meditation technique, I should say it's a more like alchemy process. Unclutching is the catalyst agent to put you in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Understand? I want all my disciples to understand the intensity and seriousness of this message. You will save people from mental breakdown, pandemic fatigue, suicide, getting destroyed, just by teaching them simple unclutching. Don't even have the prejudice, oh, he may not listen, he doesn't like Swamiji, he doesn't like spirituality, he may not listen. No, that may be pre-corona period. Now, the corona has taught too many lessons to people. Try to reach out to everyone. Every individual you teach unclutching, who starts practicing unclutching, you are saving that person literally from this pralaya. I want to focus. And I request all of you, my disciples, please focus. Let's reach out to 100 million people all over the world and educate them to practice unclutching, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Through this, we will stop people having mental breakdown, pandemic fatigue, collapsing, depression, destruction, and we will also give them superconscious breakthrough and revive the enlightened civilization. Understand? Unclutching, practicing completion, practicing oneness, practicing ajapa japa of Mahavagya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, consciously building deep feeling connection. Yoga, puja, vegetarian diet, nirahara samyama. Try to enrich people for every one of this great spiritual solution. It is time we all take the responsibility to save the humanity, to protect people from pandemic fatigue and protect people from destruction. I give you a few minutes. Open this link and start sharing with as many people as possible. The link is projected in the screen. It is free, open for all. Let's take few minutes now and share with as many people as possible. Let's save people from pandemic fatigue. epidemic fatigue, destruction, and save people from delusion, Maya matrix. Help people to have superconscious breakthrough and sail through this pralaya.
शिव 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 शंकराय बम 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 भोलेनाथ शिव 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 शंकराय बम 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 भोलेनाथ। मस्त मलंग दुनिया से मैं तंग होने को मगन पीता हूँ मदम, आजा मेरे संग भूलेगा तू गम, ले लेके चिलम बस खींच के दम, बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम, लगा के दम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम बोल बम, लगा के दम। जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर हरि शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः। दिन रात बिना पंग पर चल मेरे दिन सल्ली मनाली के माँ से दुनिया शुरू और खत्म, जाने कैसी लगी ये धुन। ओ शंकर हो शिवाय मेरे प्राणनाथा रक्षा करी महादेव, रक्षा करी त्रिलोकनाथा। क्लिक क्लिक बम बम शंभु
शंकरा शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा, निर्मला शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना। शंकरा शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा, निर्मला शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना। महिमा कैसे गाऊं, कैसे मैं तुझको रिझाऊं, ओढ़ कर मैं लिए चादर तेरे दर पे कैसे आऊं, कैसे आऊं, कैसे आऊं। तेरे गल सर्पों की माला, पीता है तू विष का प्याला, भस्म का श्रृंगार भोले, रूप तेरा है निराला। शंकरा शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा, निर्मला शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना। कर दे कृपा, लिख दे नाम मेरा तेरे भक्तों में। तुझ में ही है रसधार जीवन की, क्या लेना मुझे इनका तत्वों से। भोलेनाथ नाथ दे साथ साथ, मैं तेरे बिन हूँ अनाथ नाथ, तू रख दे सर पे हाथ हाथ शिवा। भोलेनाथ नाथ दे साथ साथ, मैं तेरे बिन हूँ अनाथ नाथ, तू रख दे सर पे हाथ हाथ शिवा। शंकरा शिव शंकरा, शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा, निर्मला शिव पावना, कर पूरी मन की भावना। तेरा कैलाशों पे डेरा, मेरे मन में है अंधेरा, कर कृपा बाबा मैं पाऊं आज पावन दरस तेरा, दरस तेरा, दरस तेरा।
नमो जी शंकरा, भोलेनाथ शंकरा, जय त्रिलोकनाथ शंभो हे शिवाय शंकरा। नमो नमो जी शंकरा, भोलेनाथ शंकरा, रुद्रदेव हे महेश्वरा। जटाकटाह संभ्रम प्रमन्निलिम्प निर्जरी, विलोल वीच वल्लरी विराजमान मूर्धनि। धगट 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 ज्वलल्ललाट पट्ट पावके, किशोर चंद्रशेखरे रति प्रतीक्षणं मम। कौन है वो, कहाँ से वो आया, चारों दिशाओं में तेज सा वो छाया।
उसकी भुजाएं बदले कथाएं, भागीरथी तेरी तरफ शिव जी चले, देख जरा ये विचित्र माया।
नमो नमो जी शंकरा, भोलेनाथ शंकरा, जय त्रिलोकनाथ शंभो हे शिवाय शंकरा। नमो नमो जी शंकरा, भोलेनाथ शंकरा, रुद्रदेव हे महेश्वरा। चंद्रमा ललाट पे भस्म है भुजाओं में, वस्त्र भाग छाल का है खड़ा पाँव में। प्यास क्या हो तुझे, गंगा है तेरी जटाओं में, जटाओं में, जटाओं में। दूसरों के वास्ते तू सदैव है जिया, मांगा कुछ कभी नहीं, तूने सिर्फ है दिया।
समुद्र मंथन का था
So, with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.